Welcome back. One of the nation's toughest physical challenges has now become a summer hit series. It's called American Ninja Warrior. It airs Monday nights on NBC, and it's where competitors test their strength and agility against a gruesome obstacle course. Joining me today is a competitor from Austin. Matt Laessig is an internet business executive at bedandbreakfast.com. He's 42 years old. He's 6'4", 220 pounds, and a father of 3. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to be here.
And I mentioned that you're 42 years old because you're competing against some 20-year-olds.
Yes. There are several ways that I'm an anomaly, and one is that I turned 43 on Sunday, and most of the people I compete against are 15 to 20 years younger.
Yeah, incredible. So walk us through the challenge a little bit. Talk about this obstacle course, what it all involves.
Right, so it's known as the world's toughest obstacle course competition. It's based on the Japanese program Sasuke, translated to Ninja Warrior, and they've had 30 competitions, and only 3 people have ever completed the competition. So that gives you an idea of how difficult it is.
Wow.
So they'll typically have obstacles that are a mix of strength, agility, balance, and it's pretty difficult. I have to tell you, it's harder doing it in life than it is sitting on your couch.
Well, and we're just watching some video off of YouTube of you kind of training yourself. I mean, you're your own coach.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to kind of create your own training program. And for me, you know, I'm a busy dad and business executive, so a lot of my training is going to the playground with my 3 little boys and swinging around on the monkey bars and having them chase me for compensation.
And something cool for them, they actually got to see you compete live for the first time. You've been on the show before, but they actually got to see you live.
Right. This is my 5th season competing, so I've competed in every year except for the very first one. And this was the first year that I brought my 3 boys that are ages 8, 6, and 4 to the competition. So they stayed up until 3 a.m. in the morning to watch me compete.
3 o'clock in the morning. They film at night, obviously. It looks very cool at night. This was in Fair Park, you mentioned, in Dallas, is where they taped the show. And the one obstacle that has given you trouble in the past was the warped wall. How was it this time? I mean, was there a specific challenge that you felt like was like, if I could just get past this one?
Right. Well, it's the warped wall. It's a 14-foot curved wall, and it curves out at the end, and you have a very short runway. And 2 years regional finals in Dallas and failed at the warped wall. And for 2 years, I've been dreaming of my moment of redemption. And I competed, and I made it to the wall, and I took a big breath and said this was the moment I fought for, and went up the wall on my first attempt. And it was pretty sweet to get up there and hit the buzzer, finishing the course.
Now, 6'4", 220, what do you consider your advantage, and what's a struggle for you?
Well, for sure, you know, my size is a disadvantage. Most of the top obstacle course competitors are guys that are like human whippets. You know, they're like 5'10", 140 pounds, no fat, and it's a lot of strength to weight ratio things on. So weighing 220 pounds is a disadvantage. I have a bit of an advantage being taller because sometimes you have a longer reach. So that's the thing that helps me, but even though I'm at a disadvantage, I'm compelled to compete.
Yeah, and so this is at the regional finals in Dallas, and I know you can't give away any of the results, but you're meeting competitors from really all walks of life. This isn't just an Olympian, although there were some in the competition. This is all walks of life.
Yeah, and I think that's what's fun about the program for viewers. You do have your Olympians and professional athletes that compete, but you have people that were challenged by competing, and they've dropped 100 pounds and have trained like crazy for years. And I think that's part of the secret of why it's so popular. Like, you can relate to folks. You know, I'm a 42-year-old father of 3. You know, I'm a middle-aged guy trying to rage against the fading of the light a little bit. You know, and there are other people out there that have been, motivated to go from all walks of life. So, and then you get to step on the course against Olympians and professional stuntmen and parkour folks and really test your mettle.
Right, yeah, and when you have 3 kids pushing you along the way, age is no excuse, right?
Yeah, right. They don't see an age when they look at me. They just see dad, and they're still young enough they think I can do anything. Later, they'll used to that, but for now, it's pretty cool for them that I compete.
Matt Laessig, thank you so much for joining us. Excited to see how you do on American Ninja Warrior.
I appreciate it.
We'll be right back.